The Charleston County School District says they know just how much artificial intelligence is used in everyday life, so they want to set their students up for success. Thank you for joining us. I'm Raphael James.
And I'm Ann McGill. Live 5's Caroline Spikes talked with district officials to explain the next steps that leaders want to take when it comes to AI.
The Charleston County School District has adopted several policies over the last few months, and now they're in the implementation process, looking more at procedures and strategy and how to use AI properly. The Board of Trustees included funding for software technology or AI infrastructure in the fiscal year 2027. So the district is going through how to implement from a licensing standpoint. They're working on getting feedback from students, parents, teachers, administrators, and even some stakeholders at Google. Recently, the district got input from 3rd and 4th graders from Johns Island Elementary School, and they said students wanted guardrails with AI on how to help with learning while also taking value in their own individual creativity, something artificial intelligence can't necessarily do. District Chief Financial Officer Daniel Prentice says their team is doing a Gen AI audit, so their IT team is actually reviewing out-of-box tools and how they're being used to ultimately decide what will be used.
So that it can really be used in a way that aids a teacher in doing their job, but not intended to take the place of the teacher, and of course is also not intended to replace critical thinking on behalf of students. But we want to make sure that students are prepared for the workforce and the challenges that AI brings about and how they approach their work in the future.
Superintendent Anita Huggins said they will be providing an update to the board at the Committee of the Whole meeting in May. In downtown Charleston, I'm Caroline Spikes, Live 5 News.